I've been asked if I can explain the difference between vowels in English that all sound very similar. Now some vowels are quite far apart, so E is very high front, E, with the tongue quite high up near the front of the mouth, whereas R is very far and low back. So those two sounds very rarely get confused. However, other sounds are physically very close together in the mouth, or in some different languages they might be used as different versions of the same sound. So the speaker can't hear the difference in English, even though for us they're completely different. E and I are the most common ones, and they are very close together in the mouth. But if you said Jean and gin, we would hear them as completely different words. And of course, the difficulty that people have is that if you get one of those wrong, for instance, E becoming I, so that you've got sheet, if that becomes I, well, then you're saying shit, which is a very rude word. So those are the sorts of sounds that it's very, very important to be able to differentiate. Other sounds that I've been asked to comment on, and I've got a list in front of me on the screen, A and and the words that have been given to me are slang and slung. Slang, slung. Here's another pair. Smell, smile. Somebody obviously studying economics who needs to know the difference between macroeconomics and microeconomics. Now that one is actually quite easy because a is a monophthong, it's a single vowel, whereas I is a diphthong. You've got two vowel sounds stuck together, and there's always movement of the jaw. I, going from open to closed. So ma and my are actually very different. This is one, ear and year, that is very difficult for people in Wales. So it's not just non-native speakers who have the problem. Ear, year. And for year, you do exactly what you can see in writing. You say ear and you put a Y in front of it. Year. Now, I'm sure the spelling doesn't help this next pair. Want, won't. Because people try to say want and want, whereas actually want, W-A-N-T, is spelt with an O, want, and won't has the diphthong sound, uh-oo, whoa, won't. Finally, we've got the difference not necessarily just in the vowels, but also the question here is, what do I do with my tongue? And there's these two words, maths and months, so that you've got a and although of course month is spelt with an O. So there are an awful lot of pairs of sounds that are confusing, and I will be making individual videos exploring how you say these sounds and the differences between them, which hopefully will make life easier for an awful lot of people. Watch out for those videos coming up.